Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Welcome viewers to another new video on the topic of knowledge management. In 9 previous session videos, I have been discussing a number of different issues and strategies that contribute to knowledge management. This session will draw these threads together to provide an overall view of the process and strategies which contribute to an effective knowledge community. It emphasizes the need for both visions and priorities and a recognition that people are at the heart of any successful knowledge management process. So let's begin the session. These are some main learning points that will be discussed in this video. Number 1, integrated knowledge development. Number 2, the knowledge framework. Number 3, knowledge culture. Number 4, knowledge leadership. Number 5, organizational knowledge. Number 6, knowledge enablers. And finally, we shall sum up whole session in main points by reviewing the important learnings. Before moving ahead, I want to introduce you about today's topic. As I have told you before that in this session, we shall summarize and review the whole knowledge management process and its development. So this session is divided into two videos. In today's video, we are going to review the factors required for knowledge management development, and in the next video, we shall discuss the challenges and issues that might be identified and resolved when developing an effective knowledge management process or a strategy. So let's start with the first phase, that is to review the strategic knowledge development. Viewers, in this video, we shall review the different factors which support the implementation of knowledge practice and provide some useful tools when reviewing a particular organization. This figure shows the many influences which affect the development of knowledge strategy. It reflects the interaction of 5 key drivers on knowledge practice: the knowledge framework, the knowledge culture, knowledge leadership, organizational knowledge, and knowledge enablers. These all guides and support the development of knowledge sharing, dissemination, and use. Ideally, knowledge management should operate as a part of normal business practice. Something which doesn't have to be basic tasks and processes requires considerable planning, guidance, and sponsorship. In many organizations, a mission and vision statement captures the essence of where that business is heading. The knowledge process needs to support these intentions and focus employees on these outcomes. This focus on aligning the larger perspective with real activities generates cooperative action which can be benefit knowledge management. In strategically focused organizations, all members of the organizations are encouraged to think about their contribution to their firm's outcomes through the strategic planning process. This is essential to gaining ongoing support for knowledge management and recognition of its role in enhancing and supporting organizational priorities. More explicit knowledge goals and objectives can be combined with these requirements to ensure they are demonstrated in the outcomes and activities of staff members. Although strategic planning may be one source of influence, it is effective only if it is seen as a significant business process. Knowledge culture is both a goal and a driver, as it seeks to orient people towards collaboration and knowledge practice. A positive culture which encourages communities of practice, sharing, and group learning helps in any knowledge management initiatives. Enthusiastic, committed, and involved leaders can have a profound impact on the culture, which emerges as does as individuals. How people receive messages about expectations, values, and priorities also influence the organizational culture. Discussion of knowledge agendas, sharing of knowledge experiences, and meeting to discuss improvement to practice all deliver an ongoing message that knowledge management is important business. Rewarding desired behavior also contribute to an effective knowledge culture. If knowledge collaboration is highly regarded and acknowledged, people more readily reflect those same values. If knowledge leadership is explicitly reviewed and rewarded, it is more strongly influenced reflected in the activities of those leaders and in their interaction with others. Viewers, leadership has been explored throughout previous 3 session videos. Leadership requires an understanding of the organizational priorities and expected behaviors and a willingness to be an advocate to encourage the awareness of others concerning those expectations. Knowledge leaders may find that they need to invest considerable effort in building communities and knowledge culture in their areas. But their awareness of the other knowledge driver is most important as they are the formal advocates and change agents for introducing these to the various communities. Knowledge leadership requires ongoing support. Successful leadership needs to be held up as an example to others, providing leadership development for employees and ongoing information about the direction and intention of the knowledge agenda are two important ways desirable leadership capabilities may be encouraged. Many successful knowledge communities create very strong links between leadership and outcomes so that leaders are accountable for how they have been developed and nurtured their knowledge community. The documentation of achievements, no matter how small, provide ongoing monitoring of the impact of the knowledge agenda. The recognition that knowledge must be continually enhanced needs to be acknowledged, particularly if innovation and creativity are regarded as priorities. The workplace has significant impact on the people work too. There are many factors which direct the focus employees' attention. These include the knowledge philosophy, practices, the behaviors promoted and encouraged, the architecture of the work environment, and the systems which promote knowledge management. Each of these elements either support or compromise a person's capacity to operate as knowledge employee. It is important that most people work with others. Their individual professional work therefore operates in a context of systems and practices that are largely determined by the work unit or the organization more generally. These orchestrated procedures and expectations influences the work practices of the individuals. The preceding factors are important contributors to integrated knowledge practice. Another source of influence is the enablers that support people involvements with the knowledge agenda and priorities. These enablers, although less influential in shifting the knowledge culture and processes, act as change agents and supportive mechanisms to encourage both adoption and support of the knowledge agenda. Although an organization may reach its desired outcomes without these elements, it will achieve its goals more smoothly with them present. Okay viewers, this session reviewed the various elements which contribute to good knowledge practice. These features are often identifiable when questioning staff of an organization. It is possible to use them as a mean of analyzing an existing state of knowledge culture in an organization, and they may also be applied as a way of setting standards for achieving good knowledge practice. This session provides checklists and indicators which may be used to analyze and evaluate the state of knowledge integrated and readiness in an organization. We all know that quotations are commonly used as a mean of inspiration and to invoke philosophical thoughts from the readers. So here are some golden words from Hazrat Ali alayhi salam, who said, life consists of 2 days, one for you and one against you. So when it's for you, don't be proud or reckless, and when it's against you, be patient. For both days are the test for you. We can think of it that life is all about being positive and optimistic to keep on going to achieve our goals, as there is ease after every hardship. So in dark and bright days, the strongest tool to be consistent is to have patience and determination, and they definitely will lead us to success, inshallah. Alright viewers, I am really obliged to all of you for sharing your precious time to watch this video. Hopefully this video will add some value to your knowledge. In today's video, we reviewed the first phase of knowledge management process development. If you want to ask any question regarding this topic, you can write to me at this email. And in next video, which will be on air on coming Wednesday, inshallah, I shall wind up this whole topic of overall review of knowledge management process by explaining the topics of identifying and confronting potential knowledge management challenges and key knowledge management principles. And then this knowledge management series will come to its end. Viewers, don't forget to watch my next video because at the end of that video I shall share with you about my future upcoming videos topic, and I shall share on which subject we will start the new journey. And for that you are requested to like, share and subscribe my channel, spread the light and videos. All the best blessings may you all have. Thank